long enough and mistreated long enough. Queen, it's time to stand up. Queen, it's time to get up. Queen, it's time to rise. Queen, rise up.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Queens Rise Up. You know how we do. This is Queen Rise Up Women Empowerment. What we do around here, we empower you, that woman, to do what? To know her worth and her value. Queen, listen, when you get up this morning, make the devil, M-A-D, Devil D, mad that you are up this morning, and make sure you have it on the jugular of his neck. Listen, I'm going to tell you just like this. What you see is what you get. It is what it is. Listen, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Thank you for joining me this morning. Listen, I won't be here long because I still have things to do. But I wanted to stop by. My name is Chantel C. Ross. So you're stopping here for the first time. What we do around here, we empower women to know their worth and their value. Listen to me. Make sure you know your worth, you know your value, you know who you are and whose you are, so you can operate in your full God-given potential. And this is real talk. So empowering that woman to know her worth and her values across the board, as a woman, as a mom, as an auntie, in her business place, with her finances, across the board, her everyday living, her attitudes, how you respond, what you respond to, how you set boundaries, what you set boundaries, what you allow in, what you allow out, where you're going to have healing, where you're going to have your deliverance. And I'm talking real talk this morning, because empowering that woman to know how, listen, an empowered woman is a very dangerous woman. Do you hear me? She's a triple threat. I mean, if she's strong, spirit, soul, and body across her whole board. So empowering that woman to know her worth and her value, it really starts with a renewing of the mind. Can I tell you, you renew your mind and you walk in your newness, and not your old ways, but your newness, and not your carnal ways, but God ways. Watch how you are empowered to carry out the task or the assignments that are placed on your life. And we all have different assignments. So we meet here Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we are live. Listen, I am in the midst of life transition, and it is what it is, and you got to do what you got to do. So listen, catch me when you can. How about that? Listen, I want you to like, I want you to share, I want you to post. Good morning, Queens. I want you to get up this morning and shake the dust off. Share, like, post. Make sure you follow me on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and sometimes Twitter. But go find me over there. But I want you to understand this morning. I want you to get up this morning and realize that life and death is in the power of your tongue. Get up and open your mouth. And how you speak is how you think. What you think is what you're gonna say. So I don't know what you're thinking this morning. It may be something that you're feeling this morning, but real talk, you got to say what God says, because you have the power to change some trajectories on your life. And this is real talk. You have the power to change some things, and this is real talk. Listen, if you don't like what you see, you get up and begin to get new thoughts, so you can get new words, so you have some new actions. If you don't like how you feel, get some new thoughts. I'm going to help you this morning. Get some new thoughts, get some new words, get some new actions. Come on, listen, what you give more power to and more energy to, that's what's going to produce. If you thinking positive and you giving more to the positive thinking, may it come alive. You're going to give it to the negative thinking, it's going to come alive, because life and death is in the power of your tongue. So I need you to get up this morning. Listen, y'all got to excuse me. Good morning, Queens. Y'all excuse me. It is what it is. I am transitioning, but I'm still trying to. I want to get here and just encourage you in the mornings to do the best that I can with the time that I have. But I need you to get up, because what you do, you have the power to change it. Listen, he said you have the power to call those things as not as though they are. Good morning, Queens. Before we even get started, let's create our worlds. Let's get back. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Good morning, Queens. Listen to me. Listen, well, y'all know when y'all see that sign, I'll be right back. That's just what that means. Listen. You might see it again today based on today's resolutions. Who knows? But let me tell you this morning. I want you to just get up and start creating your words. I want you to say who God says you are. You're going to give more energy, more. Come on, good morning, Queen, to who God says you are versus to what's happening in your life. Listen, because sometimes what's happening in our life does not even equate to what God has said. So you can't focus on what's happening, everything in your life. But you got to listen to all the things. What does God say concerning you? Come on, matter of fact, you declare over your life this morning. Open up your mouth. All right, sister. All right, Roxanne. Listen, open up your mouth this morning and declare what God says concerning you. Listen to me. Listen to me. Come on. I am who God says I am, and I can do what God says I can do. Come on. Encourage yourself. I don't care what it looks like. I don't care who did it. I don't care why they did it. I don't care what they did it, and I don't care if they still doing it. I need you to open up your mouth. Yeah, you heard me. Listen, y'all got to excuse me this morning. It's a little tight. Look. Woo, if I was to tell you, you wouldn't believe me, but it is what it is. Listen, see, I am who God says I am. I can do what God says I can do. I am the head and not the tail. I am above and not beneath. I am more than a conqueror. Y'all, listen, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. I am, come on. I am fearfully, wonderfully made. Come on, you can do that. Come on, what it is, he said, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. And you get up and you say that this morning. Open up your mouth. Listen to me. I can handle it. Why? Because God says, listen, first of all, I can do all things. I've been given power and authority to tread over serpents and scorpions. I need you to get up this morning, Queens. Get to treading. And you're going to tread in the spirit of your mind on any snake and scorpion that may be holding you up or holding you back or holding you down from, for stepping into what God says concerning you. Queens, don't you know you can take your little bit and make much? He said, be faithful over a few things. He said, I'll make you ruler over many. I need you to get up this morning. Come on, declare this morning that I am the salt of the earth. Woo, I am the ambassador of Christ. I am that of, come on, listen to me. I am dressed. Come on, don't start nothing, Roxanne. Listen, declare this morning, I am dressed. Come on, I am fully armored. I am free. I am redeemed. I am whole. I am sound in my mind. I am walking in my righteous mind. And sometimes you got to keep telling yourself what God says. Come on, Teresa, even when you don't feel like you feel liberated, when you don't even feel, come on, because this thing ain't about your feelings, it's by faith and not by sight. He said, listen, life and death is in the power of your tongue. You have power to change it. Now you can give energy to your negative, or you can give energy to your positive, to the positive, or to your negative. Which one you want to give more energy to? I'd rather give it to what God says. Come on, Lisa, don't start now. I'm gonna give let me give my energy to what God says. I'm the head and not the tail. Come on, I am above and not beneath. Come on, I am more than a conqueror. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Come on, by his stripes, I am healed. Come on, listen to me. My mind is sound. I need y'all to talk this morning. Talk to your own self. Encourage your own self. Let me tell you something. Life is life. And you got to learn how to roll with it, but you got the power to change it. Queen, what is it this morning that you want? What is it? You never look in the mirror and be like, oh, I don't like that. And that thing that you don't like, can you change it? Change it. I don't like that bad attitude concerning me. I saw it. I don't like it. Come on, get into the Beatitudes and change it. You don't like your financial situation? Listen, God, how do I operate out of your financial plan? Let me help you. Oh, wait a minute. How do I operate out of your financial plan? Listen to me. Come on. I need this little bit to become much. How do I operate out of your plan? Come on, listen, you got power to change it. Don't start none. He said, listen, wherever the soles of your feet tread, he said, you will possess it. Now, listen, God, what is the budget? What is our budget? Listen to me. How do I be faithful over a few things? You're going to make me ruler over many. Count up my cost before I go and build it. Let me tell you something, Queens. You can come out of anything. I promise you. You can take your little bit and make much. Let me tell you something. You got to do what you got to do to get with until you get where you're going. She said, I am Ruth. I am Esther. I am victorious. Come on, Queens. I am Naomi. You know what? Don't start none. Don't be none this morning. Come on. And let me tell you something. You got power. Teresa got power. Matter of fact, he said, I gave it to you. I gave you power. I gave you power to tread over serpents and scorpions. So anything that's in your life that is stopping you from getting to what God has purposed for you, you have power to overcome. Matter of fact, you're not just an overcomer. You are more than a conqueror. Let me help you this morning. You are more than a conqueror. And maybe you got to prioritize some things in your life. Come on. Listen to me. I am Wi-Fi Connect. Don't start nothing, Queen. Listen, you better stay connected. You hear me? Listen, real talk. But let me just share this. You have to be intentional and even strategic about how you're going to get to what God is saying concerning you. And this is real talk. And maybe the things that you have to do to get where you need to go according to the will of God concerning you, you're going to be misunderstood. But you're going to need, and sometimes you just need a little something to get you to the next destination. Sometimes we take, because we understand faith. Faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. But faith has to have feet. Faith has action. You don't just, now there are some things that you can change, and there's some things that only God can do. Now you got to have faith through Christ that you can get them done. And you have to believe that God is going to do it. But you carry a responsibility in your role or your process to, let me say that again. Let me help somebody this morning. Woo! Real talk. Something about hard places teach you how to do things you thought you never could do. Something about the trials and the experiences. Man, have you put in faith in things that you thought was not doable? And we can hold ourselves up without applying faith, because faith is our currency. Faith in enough to know that I can do, and that you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. Faith to know that you are the beloved. Faith to know that you are that of a royal priesthood. Faith to know that with Christ all things are possible. Faith to know that, Queens, sometimes we tie up our own hands. A lot of times it's fear, unafraid, unfamiliar territory, but you have the power to change it. Why? Because he gave it to you. He gave it to you. He gave you power to break chains. He gave you power to break yokes. He gave you power to sit at the, come on, listen to me. I'm going here because what you want in your life that you won't change. Have you been preparing for what you want? Have you been setting things in motion the way you desire? Have you been operating by faith and not by sight? When you start stretching into new territory and into new things concerning God, the things of God concerning you, most time we hold up our own progress. Sometimes just through disobedience. God, he'll tell you to do something, you won't do it, but you'll tie your hand. You'll do the opposite of what he's telling you to do. I'm sure you were after tying up your hands, you're tying up your promises. He gives you something to do. What has God given you to do, he told you to do that you haven't done, that you don't want to let go, which will be the very thing that's going to change the rest of your life? What is that thing that may be holding you up? You have power to change it. What do you want? Some of you in this room right now, maybe you think you're too old, you're not old enough. Maybe you want a healthy, strong, vibrant relationship. You want more financial literacy. God got the baddest financial literacy plan there is. Do you hear me? To help you overcome how to invest, how to move your little bit to make it much. And have you ever tried so many different things, and the things that you thought worked, they find out they really don't work? They really don't work. But one thing about me is I'd rather try and fail than not try at all. And that's real talk. Queen, you have an appointment. Queen, now because we have an appointment, you got to get ready. Are you getting ready for your appointment that was already set before the foundations of the earth? And I'm finding that we have multiple appointments. There's an ultimate appointment, but we have multiple appointments with Christ when he has called you and purposed you to do some things. There are appointments after appointments. It is not just one appointment. If it was just one appointment, the ultimate appointment, we'll just be looking for that. But what about while we are walking here on earth, some things that you've been appointed to and ordained to do? Have you been meeting those appointments that has already been purposed for you by God. And this is real talk. We don't have just a appointment. I believe in earth we have many appointments. We've been appointed for certain things. And the ultimate appointment, but the little appointments will get you to your ultimate appointment. Do you hear me? Real talk, because you're living life. You got to live. You got to make decisions. Yes, yes, yes. There's appointments being made. Come on, what did he tell you to do? What is he ordained for you to do? What did he purpose for you to do? Where did he tell you to go? Where did he tell you not to go? Come on, there's a point of real talk across the land. And so what happens is these appointments on earth are getting you ready for the grand appointment. Don't start now, won't be now, but what you do along the way, whoa, listen. And nobody knows what time you're going to arrive to your ultimate appointment but Christ. Real talk. Queens, you got the power to change it. Woo! Queen, we all need more. Do you hear me? At the end of the day, as long as you live in these bodies and these flesh and in our infinite minds, real talk, we always need more of God. Real talk, he already know that. He know that better than we do. We need more of him. And only way how do we get more of anything? You either going to drink more, eat more, say more, study more, read more, obey more. And that's real talk. And more of God, what does that even look like? Can I just ask, what does that even look like, Queen? A more of God. I need some more of God. And how do you get him? Good morning, King. How do you get him? Good morning, King. How do you get, I want more of God. Well, how do I get more and less of me? Obedience to what he says. Can I tell you? Oh, don't start nothing to get more. You gotta go get some. You gotta go read. You gotta go study. You gotta spend quality time. I want more of God. Let me tell you something. I want more coffee. I got to get up and go get it. Don't start none. You got to go get them. You got to go get it. You want more? Go get it. Somebody say, go get it. Go get it. You want more? Go get more. You hear me? He said, stay. He said, oh, don't start no. And so you start operating out of his principles, his character, his response. When you get into a hard place, you want more? What do you do when I'm here? Whoa, come on, real talk. The struggles with God, because something is so far out. I like that this thing. He says there are struggles with God. There is. He knows it. Paul said, when I want to do good, evil was always present. Not sometimes present, but it was always present. Whenever I want to do good, listen, there's always temptation, but thank God he's the way of escape. Can I say this? He said, because some things that are so far out, I am like, God, is that you? That's what you, listen, you know what? Don't start nothing, Roxanne. I already know, Queen. Listen, God, is that you? Uh-huh. And I really believe in those moments when we're not even sure if it's not God, you can either be still and wait for God to give you the confirmation that you need according to where you are in your relationship. Or you can try the doggone thing and you be like, oh, God, that was not you. You will find out whether it's his voice, whether it's him giving instructions, and this is real talk. And sometimes most of my life is because I be like, okay, God, I'm going for it. Now, there is moments where I get dismayed, but there's moments where I do get dismayed. You'll get dismayed. You'll be like, Lord, is this you? And I remember, matter of fact, Roxanne, let me use a prime example. I had to go make a big purchase. I'm like, I was afraid. I was afraid to go and break the purchase because I would have stayed right in what I had to do what I was doing. But I knew I needed more because of where God was taking me. But I had became pretty kind of reluctant to making the decision that I needed to make, that I was afraid to make. I was really afraid to make it. I was like, I'm fine right here. But God knew beforehand what was going to come before I had to make that particular decision. So I went and sat in the office. They asked me 5 questions, and they were like, you got it. I was like, wait a minute, what you mean I got it? I got what? I got it. I got it. I had to make a big purchase, Queen, and I was like, I got it. I was like, you ain't even look. Good morning, Queen. I said, you ain't look at my paperwork. He was like, well, you got 5 options from 5 different financial institutions. He looked at the lowest response, but I got the highest response. He said, oh, you got the best. I said, what? I got the best. Roxanne, sometimes you're going to have those moments where you're just going to have to go and you're going to have to trust God. But you think about him. Good morning, Queen. When you're trusting him by faith, listen to me, because they didn't open up the book to ask me 5 questions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And whatever it is that I asked for, I got it. Period. Two, I didn't get just the highest, the lowest rate. I got the best company with the best rate, to the point that they said, I never seen this like this before in a long time. I said, okay, God. Now, I'm still not really comprehend. Then I get the purchase that God said rightfully belongs to me, and then there's some trouble along the way. I said, but God, I know what you said. You got to go through the process, Queens, I'm telling you. But God, I know what you said. You said this was it. You said this was mine. You said, and it was by faith. And for 6 months, I was without the purchase that he told me belonged to me for 6 months, and came back with a brand new, come on, part, brand new. They had to get the part all the way from the country in which it was designed. Did you hear me? Brand new, fresh. Let me tell you something. So your process, I'm telling you, you got power to change it. And so, and what I believe, when God is doing, you're having, I don't know if y'all reading me through the lines. I didn't say with the purchase world, I'm going to say a big purchase, because I don't want to get caught up in the tangible life. That's not my thing. I don't want to promote you in the tangible world so much. I'm just using the principles of faith and what it means to really hear God's voice and to get to the other side and not be dismayed. Come on, Queen, you better roll up in here, Erica Poole. Don't start now, Queen. Slide. Come on in, listen. And we're talking about you having the power to change the thing, but listen, it's by faith and not by sight. You getting up and executing, making moves, making decisions that may seem scary, bigger than yourself. He said, with God, all things are possible. What is possible, what's impossible with us. But not knowing, come on, listen, He says, when he accepted God, came in fully, we cannot get more God. We have to him and for to study. Man, gotta study to show your man, God, we got everything we need in Christ. Can I tell you? And only way I believe in my heart, and because only we can change. Come on, can nobody, Queen, Erica Poole, you have to decide. You gotta pull. You gotta either choose to go get it. You gotta choose to master it. You have to make a change to watch your finances. Be mindful of your principles concerning your money. Listen to me, concerning your credit. You got to be mindful in the principles of you had the power to change it. Who you going setting boundaries, unhealthy boundaries? This is real talk. You got the power to change it. One of the queens said, "I want more of God." I said, "More of God." To get more of God, you gotta spend time with them. And I love it. She said, "Very well. You gotta study to show yourself approved." Come on, fight or flight, Queen. You know what? Let me have a sip this morning. Don't come in here, Erica Poole. Listen, you're going to either fight or flight. Listen to me. Bottom line. And that is real talk. Listen to me. And sometimes you got to go even wide parade. Come on. I didn't jump. I advise you to divine into your belief and walk out on faith, because you use your authority so you can break the chains and roll all the slaves that are stuck in the worldly religion. Listen to me tell you something. This thing right here has now become so intimately personal that you got to stand by faith in God's truth. Now, no one has the power to change. You got to want it. Your deliverance, you got to want it. So to walk into your purpose, your assignment, you got to want it. Can nobody do this thing but you? Can nobody change this thing? I don't care how. Let me help somebody today. Let me see if I can help somebody today, because change is predicated on you. You want to go further? You want more. You have the power to change it. You got to decide. You want your freedom? You need to pull the plug on some things. I remember being hemmed up by the wolf pack for years. They had me mentally, psychologically jacked up. Do you hear me? But from the inside, I kept fighting. I'm going to help you. Maybe the outside didn't look like it was in a fight, but in the inward man. This is where you rise up. You got the power to change it, Queen. Let me help somebody today, because not it was in the inside. So the battle was in the inside. Come on. The change was in the inward man. It wasn't on the outside, because you couldn't look at me and tell. You couldn't even tell that the demons was having a field day in the spirit of my mind. You can't tell. But on the inside, they were, listen to me, there was a war, there was a wrestle, there was many times there was defeat, and I decided one day I will live and not die. Woo, come on, it happened from the inside, not from the outside. And then something happened that I will win. Come on, I am not defeated. Come on, I am more than a conqueror. So what you're seeing here, but I had to make a choice for change to win this thing. Do you hear me? And I began listening real time, and it started from the inside out, not from the outside in. Understanding the value and the worth. You got to understand your value, your worth. You are a king's kid. You've been given authority, dominion, and power. I got the power to change. Come on, listen. I've been given power to change it. Come on, to break the shackles, to set. And one thing about the power of God, when you out of alignment, I tell you, it'll bring you right back in. When something ain't right, I tell you, even the power of God convicts. Don't start now. The power of God, it moves you back into the right order, because God wants you to be in alignment to the things in the kingdom of God, so He can release His promises. And I know we got a lot talking in this room today. Come on, man, the mind is a terrible thing to waste. Listen. Have you ever thought something out in your mind, and then it manifests itself? You can take a picture, and take it in your mind. Get a snapshot of that thing. I'm going here. I know we're talking about the mind. We're talking about change. It's up to you. It's by faith. You having a set appointment. You have a time. Be faithful a few things. It's going to make it rule over many. Because I know we all doing life in different areas of our life. But your mind is so powerful, Queen. You can take a picture. Click, take it. Now, what you do with that picture in the spirit of your mind is powerful. Get a picture. Take a picture. Get a picture. What have you seen? What do you want? And now your mind begins. It's working. Healing. Get a picture of it. Your deliverance. Woo! Wait a minute. I'm clicking the camera. Y'all better stop. Wait a minute. Your finances. Get a picture of it. Let me tell you something. Come on. Because when He started renewing of the mind, watch the manifestations that happen on the thing that you clicked in. Let it be the real things. Do you hear me? He said, listen, because you got the power to call those things as not as though they are. And so what happens is your mind begin to now think the thing that you thought you couldn't do. Woo! You find out that you can do. Listen, don't start now. Take a picture. What do you see? What do you want? Good morning, Queen. Listen, look. And while I'm looking at you, I'm looking at my panoramic view. I got a panoramic view. Come on, awesome things. Listen, and I remember seeing what I'm looking at. I seen it in the picture. I'm going to help you this morning. Now, He didn't tell you the process of the development of what you see. Come on, of what He may have shown you concerning you. But I need you to get up this morning. Come on, listen to me, because Queen, you got the power to change that thing. Call that thing as not as though it already is. Listen, get a picture in your mind. Listen to me. Maybe you need to do new relationship. You better. Listen, come on. Good morning, Queen. And this thing is up to you, because you got the power to change it. Listen to me. And maybe you got to do some things that you didn't think you had to do in order to get to the picture that you've seen. But God has a way of working those things out. So you can get. Come on. Woo. Take a picture in the spirit, Queen. You know what? Don't start nothing. Bless blue. And something happens when you start taking the picture of the image of that thing that you see in your spirit. Watch the pieces that comes together in your life, the connections, the people that you meet, the things that you listen that now want to engage with your spirit. Man, y'all finna style something up here. He said, listen, because you got the power to change it. You better get a snapshot. Listen to me, real talk. Now, you got to get your own snapshot, because many people can see your snapshot. And sometimes you can't even see your own picture that God has in store for you. And so this is like a man. Oh, my goodness. y'all finna start something. Don't start none, won't be none. Listen. And now I don't know if they still even do this kind of stuff and developing pictures back as they did in the old days. But I remember in the old days they would take a picture, take a film, and put it in there. But they only can develop that thing in the dark and then put it in some solution to bring it to life. Do you hear me? And I promise you, and as life is, most things are developed in the dark. I want you to understand where you are. Come on, it's developed. Come on, you better decree it this morning. Don't start nothing this morning, Queen. Man, everything, financial, mental, emotional, declaration and decree it this morning. Do you hear me? You better decree it this morning. And let me tell you something. And some of you right now just might be going through that negative, to that part of that dark place. Come on. While he's manifesting. Come on, listen to him. While he's manifesting, while he's developing that thing. Come on, within you. Oh, don't start now. Won't be no. Yeah, y'all remember the Polaroid? Listen to me. Listen. And the thing about it is, in your development, what you do in the dark, can I tell you? Woo! It's gonna come on your outcome. What you do when it's dark. Oh, man, it's going to, come on, it's going to produce an outcome. I want you to catch it this morning. So you are in a dark place, be obedient. If you can't see your way, just be obedient. It's developing something. I'm going to tell you, so what you do in the dark, baby, real talk. Well, come on. You don't want it. Come on, what's going to happen in your development? What you do in the dark when nobody can see you, when nobody can hear you? Come on, when the going gets tough, what you going to do in the dark? Let me tell you something. This right here is where you get more of God. I'm going to help somebody today. And then when you come up out of that thing, baby, he said, our pure gold, you will come. Come on, listen to me. What's your image going? Oh, what you do in the dark, it's gonna matter how you gonna look on the other side of this thing. I need you. You gonna be complaining in the wilderness? You're gonna get some results from it. What you gonna do while you y'all gonna start something this morning? Wait a minute. I decree I will live. Come on, Queen. Come on. I will live and not die. I will succeed and not fail. Somebody say click. Did you get a picture of it? I don't know about y'all, but I got a picture of mine. Hey, somebody said, let me take a picture. Come on, I shall live. Come on, I decree it. Woo! Come on now. What do life look like alive and living, Queen? Come on, success. What does it look like in the things of God that you will not fail? I need you to get up this morning. I know. And sometimes the road gets rough and laborious to the process or to that thing that God says belong to you. But I got news for you. Somebody said, take a picture real quick. If I can show you a picture that I click. That was Erica Poole. You know what? Click. Listen. Matter of fact, let me take. Go on, girl. You better walk it. You hear me? Click. Listen, you better walk that walk. Click. You better strike a pose. Click. I see you, Queen. Come on. Don't start none. Successful. I shall live. Click. And not die. Click. Don't. Y'all know what? Wait a minute. Oh, my God. Y'all better go head on. Come on. Come on. Click your businesses. Click. Call those things as not as though they are. Come on. See your healing. Click. Oh, y'all finna start something this morning. I just came by. Come on. You gotta trust the process. And this is real talk. The process ain't no joke, Queens. I promise you right there. The process. Woo! The experience that you get in the process. One thing about God, he don't tell you, he don't give you the full details of your process, but he do tell you this: I gave you power. Come on, to tread upon the serpents and the scorpions. Come on, you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. He said, I'll give you wings as an eagle. Come on, run. Come on, real talk. You hear me? Don't run. You may run, but you may get weary, but don't faint. He said, listen, come on. He don't tell you about the process. Listen to me. The process, that's a whole nother. Listen, that's why you got to get the image. You got to get the picture of you. Come on, overcoming. Click. Come on, being successful. Come on, click. Come on, succeeding in the things of God. Click. Listen to me. Get that image in the spirit of your mind. So when things come up against you and there's a hard place and between a hard place and a hard rock, remember what he showed you. Click. Listen to me. I shall live and not die. Click. By his stripes, I am healed. Click. I am the head and not the tail. Click. Y'all not finna start nothing. Come on, Queens. You got the power to change it. Do you hear me this morning? Oh, man. Come on. You got to come on. Yeah. It says, yes, wait through the process. Stand and watch the hand of the little man. Can I tell you? Listen to me. His hand. Oh, don't start none. Woo! Listen. So go back. Come on, come on. And you got to come out of that. You got to come out of the, when you don't see, when it doesn't look like what you've seen. Click, click. Woo! You got to remember, come on, this is where you go get more God. Come on, go study and show yourself approved. Come on, let me keep renewing your mind. Click, click. Come on, listen to me so you can remember what God said concerning you, Queen. You're the head and not the tail. Click. Whoa, above and not beneath. Click. Jeremiah 29:11. Click. Somebody said, listen, oh, wait a minute. Go, matter of fact, maybe you got to go back to your trunk. Y'all remember y'all mamas ever had the trunk where she had all the pictures? My mama had this trunk. We don't know who's going to get it. She had to write a will for the trunk. But the trunk. And in the trunk, there was pictures and amount of pictures when we were little kids. My God. And it's like every time we go over there, it's like, Mama, get the trunk. I don't even know if they make them trunks anymore. The trunk's so old and so beautiful and so classic, it probably worth some money. Just hold on to it. Listen, but the trunk, inside the trunk, but there was pictures. And I wondered, even to this day, the pictures that was in the trunk, do they equate anything that you see today? Listen, oh, come on, y'all, but don't start nothing with me. Oh, my God. Did you take the picture in the... Woo! Listen. Queen, he bad to the bone. You hear me? Don't start none. Won't be none. Listen to me. Even when you're struggling and you're going through a place of deliverance, and sometimes it feel like, listen, God, when you gonna come through? Come on, just take a click, click. Come on. But come on. Click, click. I got you. Click, click. Don't get weary and well doing. Click, click. I need you to get it. Come on, get a view. Whew. How we get? You know what? He said, you got the power to change. Change how you're thinking. And watch what happens. Your mind is a terrible thing to waste. And that's real talk. I'm just taking a few snapshots in the spiritual realm. This is not, that's it, that's all. Get a picture of what you want. Some of you snapshot of chains being broken, shackles being loosed and free. Listen. Queen. Oh, man. He said, I came to break generational curses. Click, click. I need you. Got to catch it. See yourself in your appointments that God has made for you. Get a snapshot. Come on. Blessed be you, Queen. Listen. And I'm realizing that when you start stepping out by faith on the things that God says concerning you, the connections, the visions that he give you even along the way, to go with the plan that he has already purposed for you. But if you don't go, you don't try, you don't execute, you don't put feet on your faith, you ain't gonna meet the connects, the right people. And I know everybody's in a place in their life, in their journey, because I know I'm in a place. I'm in a place. I'm in a place. I'm in a place. Oh, I'm in a place. Listen. You can't do nothing without him, Jackie. Nothing. And this is real talk. You know, I laugh because doing life, sometimes doing life doesn't always require you. You just got to know where you're working from. Let me help you out another way. I want to also help you as well, because we're living life, but when you're living and you're moving, you're executing, taking your pictures, you're building, you're advancing, and you're doing things, understanding that the chief cornerstone of your life, I pray today, that is Christ. I don't just go. What I don't do in my days. Let me see if I can explain. I can live it sometimes better than I can quote it. That makes sense. I'm just living it. It's who I am. It's who you are. Good morning, Queen. It's who you are. You don't have to. Let me see. Let me just find some balance. Let me just find some balance. I'm gonna give some balance to this thing. Hold on. Just give me a minute. I don't sit around Jesus, 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 Jesus. Jesus, 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 Jesus. He's living within you. So when you're operating through him. You're knowing who's at work. Within every decision made, there's consultation going on the inside. But I can't be like, Jesus, 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 Jesus. He has to be within you so he can live through you to execute and move. I hope that makes sense to some of you. I'm just bringing balance. Living a life of thanksgiving. Knowing within the spirit of your heart and your mind and your clicks that you're taking, you're not doing this without Christ. It's like living and experiencing who God is. Not so much on what he'll do, but who he is. So now you're living in who he is and is operating through. Many times I can't even articulate. You want to be articulate the things of God. You can't articulate all the things that he does with, man, we will. Have a great day, Queen. Love you. Thank you. He says, you have the power. I've given you power to change. Oh, Queen, you know what? Don't start nothing today, Jackie. Never broke again. That's on so many levels. Blessed be you. Do you hear me? Spiritually, mentally, emotionally, financially. Never broke again. Don't start none, won't be none. But that's after being broke. Toe up, abused, jacked up, snatched, robbed. Don't start none. Listen, real talk. Do you hear me? Never be broke again. But it's like you living life, but Christ living through you. And now you're just doing. You're doing what he said. You're doing. About to walk in. All right, Queen. Love you. Thank you for stopping by. May God bless you in class today, Queen. May you shine like a like a diamond in Christ Jesus. You hear me? Real talk. You can't articulate it. You can what? It's because sometimes it's hard to comprehend, Jackie. What God is doing through you. You just gotta like you walk it, you're walking it out. You're living it out. You're experiencing the experiences that come, or the process that comes with the change or the newness. Come on, real talk. Man, brokenness brings obedience. I'm sorry now, broke, tore up, busted, disgusted. But there was one thing I said, Queen, that was it. I remember that it was 2010. I will never be broke again. After being broken, after being busted up from the flow up. Did you hear me? After man withdrew. Now, just because you withdrew life, God didn't know. God gave life because you withdrew your hands. Because you wouldn't give. But God gave. Don't start. No, let's go on to the next subject matter. Don't start. No, won't be none. But queens, listen, you got the power to change it. Do you hear me? It may take time. And kings, I know you listen. It may take time. It may take time. But learn through your experiences. Get some more gifts operating. Learn to use some more tools. Listen to me. Over the weekend, I told you guys I was shown how to properly, effectively use my drill. I was able to put. Y'all need your blinds put up. I can come measure your windows for you and put your blinds up. Let me tell you something. But how would you know I cannot do something if you do not execute something? And this is real talk. So, but you have the power to change it. You have the power to change it because God gave it to you. He gave it to you. I was thrown away by the city and family. God came in to the bottomless pit and he reached down. Queen, that's how he do business. Do you hear me? Listen to me. That's how he do business. Because one thing God doesn't do, he doesn't give up on you. It's up to us whether we give up on ourselves, but he doesn't give up on you. Listen to me. When you hear that rope, when you know that rope, come on, listen to me. And everybody had a moment like that, Jackie. You hear me? Where that you had to pull in on that rope. Mary, listen to me. Let me go back to Mary. Mary, I see you, Queen. Mary, there was this woman. Can I just do this? There was this woman I saw through the social media, and why did she remind me of you? I do not know, but she was an older woman. And she was talking about the coming of Jesus Christ. My God. I was like, Mary Louise Dutton, is that you? She was bold. She was bold on what God, and she was an older woman. She was in her older years. Listen to me. Her hair was silver gray. She was a Caucasian woman. But I said, is that Mary Louise Dutton? Mary, let me tell you something. No. She began to talk about that. She was talking about the coming of Jesus Christ. Man, whatever he had imputed in her to deliver to her to speak as the messenger, she spoke it. I don't care your age, your color, your creed, your denomination, your background. God gave it to you to say. You better speak it. Do you hear me? But that woman remind me of you, Mary. I just want you to know that she spoke with authority. She spoke with power. She spoke with dominion. Woo! Unafraid. Her words were just as fluent. Let me tell you something. If everything that she had been through was for that one moment, I promise you she accomplished her purpose. If everything that older woman had been through was for that one moment, can I tell you, her assignment was completed. I'm going to help somebody. Her assignment was completed. Because sometimes we don't know why we have to go through our experiences and life and circumstances. Doesn't matter. Come on. When we start seeing ourselves look like, see us, come on. Listen, don't start now. Listen, real talk. So whatever your appointment is, or your season is, or your time is that God has appointed for you in the earth, make sure, queens, you meet your appointments. Go through the process of change that is needed in order for you to get to your destination. Listen to me, real talk. I just stopped by, and I pray that you are encouraged today. I pray that whatever you don't, listen to me, you have the power to change it. Oh, Mary. Mary, Mary, Mary. And Mary, you came to my mind. I promise you, you came to my mind. And I was like, no matter how young, how old, God has an assignment for every last one of us. And if that was her one assignment on earth, mission accomplished. And that is real talk. Listen, I got to get up out of here. Oh, I got an appointment. I know I got to go. Listen, guys, I thank y'all for joining me today. Know that I like you, that I like you, I love you. Make sure you like, make sure you share, make sure you post. If you desire to give, you desire to do so, to God be the glory. There's a Cash App and there's a PayPal. If God touches your heart in any way, listen to me, because I will never be broke again. Did you hear me? Never ever be broke again, spirit, soul, and body. Listen to me. And you have not because you ask not. I got to get up out of here. I want you to know, guys, that I love you. Make sure you like, make sure you share, make sure you post. I got an appointment. I got to get there. Listen to me. Real talk. I got to go. Know that I love you. You guys be blessed. Until you and I meet again. In Jesus' name. Amen. I got to go. Deuces. Listen, make sure you like, make sure you share, you post, and make sure you go to queenriseup.com. Don't forget, you'll grab your t-shirts. Listen to me. Oh, check this out. Let me just show this to you if I can. Let me see if I can do this. I'm just see if I can grab a few. What I'm working on, Queens. Let me see. Some things that I'm working on. Let's see. Let me put it up there. That part. Let me see some other things that I'm working on. Just stay with me. I'm just grabbing them while we're speaking. Let's see here. And all things are, I'm just making them basic. I said what I said. Listen to me. We're making them available soon. These are exclusives right now. You can get them in short sleeves, long sleeves. We'll make it work for you. Listen to me. We got some things coming up on the pipeline. Just give you a little touch. I've been listening to you, Queens, real talk. Let me see some other things that we got coming up on the pipeline. You can get it in this version. Listen, don't start now. Some of them aren't even up there yet. But this is what we're working on. Just working on some things for you that we have said here on Queen Rise Up. Because I know Queen Rise Up. I know Queen Rise Up is expanding. Listen, I said what I said. Bottom line, listen to me. You decree it, declare it, and you say it. Queen, I love you guys so much. These are exclusives as we speak right now. Haven't even dropped them on the website yet. But this is what's coming. So pay attention. Stay alert. I love you too, Queen. Listen to me, real talk. And this thing is so up to you. That do real talk. Let me see what else we got out there. Make sure I grab all the listen, I said what I said. I said what I said. Real talk, that part. Oh, let me grab this one. This another one. They're very just things that we have spoken about. Real talk, real talk, real talk. And it's real talk. Listen, somebody said it's real talk. But grab your t-shirts. These haven't even been posted yet. But make sure you go to the website and say, Queen, listen to me. Or you can email me. I want the exclusive. I want the t-shirt. Blah, blah, blah. We're going to drop those real soon. So just stay attentive, stay aware. Things are happening on the other side of the fence. And we're going to Queen Rise Up. Some great, great things. I want you guys to know that I love you. Real talk, y'all. Listen, if it ain't real, I don't want. If it's not real talk, don't talk about it. If it ain't real talk, don't say it. If it ain't gonna come into, listen to me. And that's real talk. You hear me? Don't waste your time in places that are not profitable. And that's real talk. If you believe a thing, decree a thing, declare a thing over your life, say what God says, and that's real talk. Do you hear me this morning? Listen to me. If it ain't gonna loose you, bust the chains up, take you out of your listen to me. Don't say it. Listen to me. If it's not edifying, if it's not rooting some things up, plucking some things up, don't say it. Real talk. Let me tell you. Listen. Oh, don't start. No, won't be no. You hear me? Listen. Change starts with you. That's real talk. Change starts with you. Do you hear me? Change starts with you. And Queen, you got the power to change it. And that's real talk. I got to get up out of here. Know that I love you. Be blessed. I see you tomorrow, God's willing. Y'all know how, listen, I got a lot of things going on, but I'll try to stop back by. Listen, know that I love you. Be blessed until you